Apparently TnC
never wins.
Just don't play games from. They only play games 30 minutes onwards.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, T1 they early on they struggle to finish out the games. They tend to lose earlier on, but
they still have a slump later on, right? That,
they do.
Like
they
lose, and then they win, they lose again.
But 35 minutes, hot damn, good luck.
You have like this specific mid-game timing where you win, and you lose. But before you also lose.
Yeah, but how many games have they won so far? Not too many. Not too many. And the games that they did win, they were on the back of those Lycan picks. If you guys remember the Lycans, the offlane Lycan and the mid lane or safe lane, yeah. So
TnC,
to
right?
a simpler time.
Yeah, TnC. So simpler time. It was a week ago, man.
A simpler time.
Yeah, but that like
Vice was the underdog and didn't beat anybody, and when Execration were a solid middle pack team, which they still are actually. I don't know what I'm talking about. Anyway, let's get into the draft, shall we?
Let's do that. Disruptor first pick. Very open. Can be both a +4, +5.
I can't believe I'll say this, but I just want to be something. I just want to see something stable from both of these teams.
Puck.
Yeah, like these meta heroes, nothing too crazy, not a lot of flexing, not a lot of these one-shot ponies, like one-trick ponies, like an Enigma on offlane for Cuckoo, you know, they just normal beasts, underlords, nothing too crazy.
Or they could play techies.
Or they could pick Wisp mid or safe lane like TnC did on the first week, which is something that I really think TnC could make work, but right now they don't look in the best form for it.
Puck.
Okay.
You reckon it's coming? It's good answer to the
It will be pretty damn good against both these heroes.
Yeah.
Looks alright.
But knowing T1, they're gonna go with Underlord middle. Who needs Puck if you can have Underlord?
Yeah, I mean, Puck is a small fairy dragon. What's a fairy dragon next to the Lord of the Underground?
The Lord of the Under.
The Lord of the Underground.
Yeah, exactly.
The London Underground.
What is Underlord's like lore?
Yeah, I actually like this from T1.
I don't actually know. I don't know.
Like, where is he from?
From the Under.
He's a slug which ate too much cabbage.
That would make sense.
We should
get
give a
it
ring
from?
to Slacks. We should give a ring to Slacks. He's going to explain exactly where he's from, what's he been doing, what's he up to, who his wife is, his masters, all of that stuff.
His wife is his master.
Or, yeah, sure.
Who's his wife?
Mrs. Underlord?
Mrs. Underlord.
Yeah.
Soon to be released.
Mrs. Underlord is the new hero that they announced. Aren't we owed a hero?
Yeah, I think it was supposed to be out like a couple of weeks ago, but
right?
At this point people have stopped complaining, I mean.
Yeah, when they saw Hoodwink, they were like, okay, we've had enough.
We don't want this.
We've had enough worries in the game. Like, we can chill out a little bit. Yeah, so Beastmaster and Crystal Maiden, T1 does extremely well with Beastmaster overall throughout their series.
Why is that, Lizard?
It's a simple hero, man. It's very, it brings a lot to the table. Like utility, the aura is nice. You have push, you have catch with the roar, the different item builds. Necros are extremely potent right now, so
he also has a great tattoo on his chest.
He's buff. Look at him.
Yeah.
He's got a greater.
He's holding 2 axes.
Yeah.
Damn.
What a guy.
Axes are heavy. I can only carry one.
Same.
Let alone swing them or throw them and catch them again like a boomerang. I mean, my god.
And look how big they are too.
Yeah.
Crazy
how does that actually work? Like axes coming back to him?
Sounds like a really bad idea. Like, how do you learn that? How do you go for your first time? Like, all right, I'm going to throw this axe. It's going to boomerang back around, and I'm definitely going to catch it. So if you mess that up once, then it's curtains. And the axe makes it super dangerous. You're literally throwing axes at yourself over and over again.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're skilled, you know, you saw those people that throw daggers at people that are in that. What's it called? When you're stretched along the circle and then they
BDSM.
blindfoldedly throw daggers at you.
Oh, you mean
you're thinking about the wrong.
You mean this magic thing or what?
No, not magic. It's real.
Dagger throwing.
The magic is real, bro.
Yeah. So I think it's just
just dagger throwing.
Dagger throwing.
Yeah,
I don't think there's any particular name for it.
That's how he practices.
Got it. Okay, let's have a look at some of these bans. We have Mirana and Puck taken out of the equation by TnC. T1, meanwhile, take away the Tide Hunter and the Troll Warlord. Another ban coming out for both the teams here. Anything you don't want to see?
You know what you could have done? You could have picked the Puck so I wouldn't have gotten banned. Great idea, in my opinion. But
better than the Beastmaster?
Yeah, I mean, I think Puck is just... It just opens so many avenues. You know, Beastmaster is good But there's counterplays to it. Pangolier himself is already pretty good against Beastmaster. Eh.
Yeah, right now we don't see any oracles.
Just make it simple.
None of these saving position 5s. Obviously, TnC have already opened up with theirs. You see this disruptor, so it makes your life a little bit harder down the road when it comes to what you can pick. On the side of T1, it's a similar situation with Crystal Maiden. Now, the only thing that I'm thinking about TnC, will this be strictly an offlane Pang, or will they flex it perhaps on that position 4?
I'm glad you're not saying carry again, because...
No, not carry. I believe Teams could be a pretty sick Pango as well. And I love the Pango right now with Orb of Corrosion. Brings a lot of value from position 4. I sometimes even prefer it because you don't have to go utility. You just go for that Blink Yules very early on, and you bring a lot of chaos to the fights.
You do indeed. You do indeed. Raw also good this game for interrupting the Rolling Thunder, right?
Yeah.
Just scream at that ball and it stops in its tracks. To be fair, if a man who threw axes at himself came at me and roared at me, I'd probably stop moving.
I would probably run, but maybe it's just me. Why would you stop?
I mean, I'd be too stunned to run.
You just get stunned. Some
Yeah,
people just get
Because
scared.
it's too loud or what? Or too
Absolute
scary?
units of them, yeah, scary. There's absolute units come up to you, just roared in my face, like, Jesus.
And
I
then
need
there's
a
like
minute
two
to
boars
process
running
that.
at you and two like undead things.
Here's a content I did. Dota spells in real life. Primal Roar, run up to a stranger on the street, roar in their face, see what they do. Do they stand still? Do they run away? Do
They're
they...
gonna hit you.
How real?
Probably.
How real are Dota spells? Is that your point?
Yeah, yeah.
We should
Which
try
of them
that.
work in real life, which of them don't?
At the gym, the guy is always very loud. We just run to him. He'd probably just look at you. And then
Probably roar back for some kind of bond. Anyway,
This is some
it's just black being black.
Chat requires a story.
It's fine. It's black
but
being
it's
black.
fine.
We'll
It's
leave
black
it
being
there.
black. Yeah.
Next
Other
pickup
time.
from
On our
T1.
podcast.
Yeah, yeah. We have Batrider banned out and we have Morphling banned out, and now T1 have got to pick themselves a hero.
Yeah, T1 as well with the troll, with the morphling, just because of these heroes that are strong versus the beast in the lane. And Grimstroke opens things up because this does not have to be an offlane Grimstroke.
or
My
+4 Grimstroke.
Dear Twitch chat, this could be position 4. That's what I was thinking about. I said like going on the offlane with the.
You don't have to defend yourself. we
This
all know
could
what
be
you're
a
doing.
mid lane Grimstroke, dear chat.
It's really good against Pangle there, because for some reason,
Yeah, you
when
can
you chain
leash
him
him.
up when he rolls, he doesn't roll anymore.
Yep.
Brew Spirit, not the best hero against Grimstroke.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah, but all right. Not the best hero against Beast either. Even CM has some place against Ember.
Yeah,
And
not
you,
sure about
and,
that.
you, and you have the Necros, man. Overall, just strong.
Crazy pick, man.
Yeah, Armel's, I don't know, he finds it extremely funny.
Yeah, just like me. He's like, I'm playing Ember as a 3 count.
He's like,
So
I'm gonna
good.
pick Ember,
Is
prank
this guy
you, bro.
crazy? Yeah.
Just kidding, Tim, since you playing Ember. He can't control himself, he's done.
Yeah.
PA again, alright, we know who won.
Right,
prank.
2 games in a row.
Oh
Didn't
yeah,
work.
she did lose twice, didn't she? Yeah, so.
Yeah.
The cursed hero.
Okay, this
returns.
time around, she at least has the inner beast aura. Like that's at least something. Like you have that, perhaps some Vlad, some medallion coming from the beast
Double
master.
dagger.
Double dagger.
If it crits
Scary.
twice, then you won't do this face. You'll be like,
One of the strongest combos right now with Grimstroke that you won't see in pro scene because the hero isn't enabled is Acorn Shot Hoodwink with the double dagger and the Soulbind. Acorns everywhere with Maelstrom and crit.
Wow.
And
It's
lightnings.
insane. And lightnings.
I like bounty ags with Grimstroke.
Oh, that's pretty strong.
That's a
as
really
well.
strong one.
Yeah, that's for real strong.
Just shurikens everywhere, making loads of money. You get like 1k from one spell. It's pretty tasty.
What's your favorite Soulbind spell?
Doom.
Doom?
Yeah.
That's it?
I
As
mean,
simple as that?
it's just the most broken one, right?
Yeah.
You just doom 2 heroes, you won the game. Or fight. And you do it again.
I wanted something more spicy, like
Yeah.
double
I mean,
charge.
okay.
Fiend's Grip.
Dude, I've had this moment where there were 2, there was a Lashrock and a Storm leashed together and a man avoided both of them.
Mhm.
That was pretty pogged. Yeah.
What happened?
They both died,
Wow.
obviously.
Wow.
Damn.
It's a lot of
That's
damage.
sick. That's sick.
a lot of
We have a
damage.
hero we haven't really seen so much of in the SEA region, in
Probably,
fact.
yeah.
maybe one of the first times we've seen it in this region, but we have the Terrorblade coming out for TnC.
Yeah.
Matches up well into the PA.
Into the Beastmaster, not too bad. Crystal Maiden, yeah, there's some nukes there. Also Grimstroke, it could be a problem. Like
If it's mid, definitely.
yeah, they can deal with his illusions. If it's mid Grimstroke, I actually would love to see
like
that.
it.
Yeah, it's just getting better and better with this big.
Or just pick Zeus.
Or just pick Zeus and have an easy game.
Yeah.
I think that's probably much better.
Easier way to do it. Yeah. They've had DP, interesting. I guess DP's not a direct counter to TB, but puts on a lot of pressure, which they don't want.
It would be just a decent rounded up draft for T1 with the DP because you would have the Beastmaster pushing together with the DP. They synergize very well at that early, like, let's say 12 to 20 minute mark, because you already have Necros 3, then you use Exorcism, you just cannot fight into that. Plus, you do not have any ways of dealing with the summons from Beastmaster right now. Usually we see a team pick something like a Tidehunter, the Mars, Tidehunter banned out, but yeah. Mars is still in the pool, maybe they'll get it if T1 does not ban it.
Problem is T1's already lost, because I've noticed that Whitemon's not eating anything in this draft. So he's going to be too hungry to play.
For the entirety of the duration also. He didn't even have a snack.
But he ate before the second game, right?
He ate before the first and the second game.
Yeah, so you can't really know.
Yeah, but I thought he was going to have starters in the draft for the first game, main course for the second game, and then desserts. for the third.
Cheesecake is good.
Maybe.
What do they need? How do they play against TB now? TB looks really strong here.
Yeah, Zeus has been banned out by TnC. It's
Very
probably
smart
the best,
ban.
right? Like the best counter overall in the game.
Yeah.
Is there anything that's better?
No.
Not really, right?
I mean, Tinker used to be one of the better ones, but
Tinker
And
with
the
Arcane Blade?
Underlord. That's the
Underlord.
final
But
pickup.
Tinker is also a Tinker. So
Okay, decent Underlord
Underlord.
game once again.
it's
Something
really good against PA. It owns PA in lane. Yeah, pretty damn good.
Not
What-
only versus PA, versus everyone else, versus Beastmaster as well. You have the Pit of Malice, Firestorm to prevent these early pushes.
They need damage now.
They certainly do. And they need magic damage, and they need it fast.
What about Mid Doom?
What about Pugna, Leshrac, Skyrath?
Mid Doom? Let's go.
I'm covering my bases.
Pagna was a good call. Good job. Yeah.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
No.
Yep, I'm the host with the most.
You have multiple things here as well. You have a good combo with the Grimstroke. Overall, it's just strong versus both the Underlord and the TB. The lane itself is not difficult for Carl, so yeah, I like it. Pretty solid.
Do you like
Plus
it enough?
I like it enough because it gives you that early pressure as well.
All right, time to ask that blessed question. Which of these drafts tickles your pickle? Starting with Lizard.
Why does it have to tickle my pickle?
What's a pickle?
A pickle is like
I
a
know the
pickled
food.
cucumber.
Yeah, but how can you
But-
tickle a pickle?
Yeah. How can you pick? How can you tickle my pickle? I'm not a cucumber.
Yeah.
It's a turn of phrase. It's a British thing. Continue.
Okay, so
Doesn't
nothing
butter
here.
your crumpets.
Nothing
whatever.
here butters my crumpets or tickles my pickle, but
Okay,
I like your call on the Pugna. I think
thank you.
it's good. I'm still not sure that it's enough to deal with the TB,
Yes,
and I'm
you do-
still
yes, you
gonna go
are.
with
yes,
TB.
You are,
do
you
it.
are, sure.
No, I went to TnC production. Yo, okay, just keep it. Like
Yo,
this.
yo,
It doesn't matter.
yo, TnC,
what-
man.
what is this?
I said TnC, bro.
He's gonna go start a fight. Good luck.
But
Black.
I am going for T1, obviously, for obvious
T1.
reasons.
Yep, for consistency's sake.
Yep.
Only because I went with my pick, I'm gonna go with TnC as well. Wait, it was TnC picking Pugna, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
No.
Yeah. No.
T1.
No, T1. I'm going with T1. Sorry, production. Which baiting you today? T1 for me, please. Sorry, last series of the day. It's been a long one. And talking about some friends of ours, which we like very much, let's bring in B-Cop and Lacoste. Guys, the game's getting underway very quickly, so tell us your predictions whilst you're in the game. Take it away with game number 3 of TnC versus T1.
I like Terrorblade. I'm not sure if Pugna is good enough to counter this beast underused hero, in my opinion. Very hard to fight into, even though they have a couple of silences. Do they have a Beastmaster and Grimstroke? Let me just check. Yes, they do. Yeah, okay. So that's a lot of stun. That's a lot of control.
I still don't think it's going to.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. TnC Predator's turn.
Grimstroke.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team pick.
Imber Spirit.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. TnC Predator's turn.
Phantom Assassin.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. TnC Predator's turn.
Terrorblade.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team ban. TnC Predator's turn to ban. 10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team ban. TnC Predator's turn to pick. Dire team pick.
Abyssal Underlord.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. You may now select your heroes. Prepare for battle.
I like Terrorblade. I'm not sure if Pagna is good enough to counter this beast underused hero, in my opinion. Very hard to fight into, even though they have a couple of silences. Do they have a Beastmaster and Grimstroke? Let me just check. Yes, they do. Yeah, okay, so that's a lot of stun. That's a lot of control.
I still don't think it's going to be enough. I got my prediction for the Prediction King. Going TnC. I closed my eyes, and you know when you get those like colors in your eyes when you close them? Yeah, it came up orange. The colors are orange. I read into that, and that will apparently mean that TnC will win.
You're only making it worse.
Yeah.
I do that.
If you guys don't believe me, close your eyes.
Tell me what you see.
Tell me what you see. So, game number 3, T1 TnC. This is a big game for TnC. You've got T1 who are 2-1. You've got TnC who are 1-2. If TnC win this, T1, Boom, and TnC are all 2-2. It's very important for TnC fans alike that they do takes one. But that being said, same thing really for T1, because then they'd be 3-1. They'd really split themselves from the rest of the pack. They'd move into second over Fnatic. Could be a very big moment for both these teams that you remember looking back on the season when we get into like that week 5, that week 6, how close it could have been.
Even a master falters.
I don't know. I like this DPC season. You know, just the build up towards a major, and can't believe we're gonna actually have teams in different regions playing against each other. It's forever.
That Singapore major.
Yeah,
Be fun.
for sure. Like Dota should be great again. Regions against regions. We're gonna have a major winners. Only 2 major, however.
Yeah.
But, yeah, we'll see what happens, but let's check this game. Armel on Ember Spirit on a mid lane against the Pagna. Pagna starting with the Nether Blast. Armel going for that slight, securing a creep and possibly dodge that blast from Pagna. So far, there are 3 heroes on the top lane, just getting a bit more farm to the Underlord and the Tims. Dragging the creep wave back.
Taking a lot of damage over bottom. The Thunder Strike and the right clicks from the Metamorphosis from Gabby.
Prepare
By the way,
for
Clemens, I know they were asking on the panel, what's your favorite interaction with Soulbind? Mine is if you've got Shard as Pugna,
Did I do
and then
that?
you life drain from the Soulbound units, it'll split both of them on 2 more units if they're close enough. And then split it.
Creeping wild.
It's kind of crazy.
mouse.
Say that again. I was just reading the shard. For every 175 seconds of channel, another secondary life drain is created, targeting another random enemy hero.
Yeah. So it splits every 1.75, but if you, I'm pretty sure if you've got it Soulbind, and
You can
do it
have
on
4
those 2,
sucks.
it'll split again, and then split again. If you can
It's like
maintain
unlimited
that.
splits. You tested it?
Oh, I tested it, or a friend of ours tested it, and he had like 10 axes, Soulbind, life drain, and every one of them got hit by the end of the duration.
All right, I want to see this, Pagna. If you're listening,
I call it the ultimate suck. It's really just the best Soulbind if they can pull it off.
yeah, Black is like, yeah, you know, we're gonna go with that one. Pretty standard
simple
stuff.
one.
Couldn't think of anything else. But Roar is good. Like,
Yeah.
Roar is good. Gabby doing fine on the bottom lane, 12 CS. Has a fluffy hat going towards the Falcon Blade, some mana regen, some damage, a bit of a HP on top of that.
Did I do that?
Not too bad of an item for a TB.
Again, Falcon Blade, it's just one of those items, again, doesn't really build in anything else. Is it just the slot taker? Is it worth the gold?
TB builds like expensive items. You get Scotty, you get S and Y most likely. Manta style's also fine here to get rid of the
I do that.
Phantom pretty quickly with the Manta and get out of the Frostbite, remove the slows, so it could be pretty good. Remove the Cripify. So Falcon Blade is going to be in the inventory for a very long time.
So we'll see how quickly he can get that. Meanwhile, Carl sitting top of the CS at the current moment, 75. Ember only 11 and 4. Oh, a bit one-sided. A lot of damage coming through onto the Disruptor. But Febby survives. Gabby into that Metamorphosis once again. Trying to secure some CS, doing a good job so far. And Armel sitting at about close to half health at the moment with that bottle. Has one more sip ready to go in that flame guard. But again, Carl just maintaining a good position on the CS. Gabby though getting chased down. And now they're under the tier 1 tower.
Have I
Already icing up.
Combines with Dooku to get this kill onto the Terrorblade.
It's really not worth it because like Big Wave was pushing in. Febby just decides to ditch,
Radiant's bottom tower
secures the mid-rune. I think in this situation, you're fine with having one position 4 moving to one side, trying to secure your bounty rune, rune for your mid laner, and Ember Spirit can check the bottom
Sin's
rune.
expectation.
Glimpse back, but not really going to matter much. He's working here with not a lot of health and mana now.
This reward
That was your
transcends expectation.
Metamorphosis. That was really bad. The TB goes down in that situation.
He lost so much. A lot of XP, a lot of CS. still doing okay, 21. We didn't talk about the Underlord. He is the king of this game, playing in the Phantom Assassin. Early on, you just don't care. KP, we see that quite often these days in both Southeast Asia and Chinese region. Offlaners just getting that bottle. So much value you get from it. Refill from the bounty runes. And yeah, Underlord, like you drag the creep waves to the side, which means he's just gonna get more farm from that Firestorm.
Tower is under attack.
I'll take that.
Cuckoo controlling this lane. Terrorblade for at this point, but not expecting so much more just yet. Again, Decrepify onto the Ember, level 6 Carl. Now we just wait until he gets the shard and we get the soul bind.
Just have to wait 15 more minutes.
Yeah. If you wait, it'll potentially come.
Oh, Fabi looks pretty dead.
Yeah, he's trying to run away, glimpse back, get some distance. So Nova, one more right click is enough. Zephyr taking out Fabi, so now they have a kill on both these heroes bottom.
It's just too much slow, too much damage. Whenever DB does not have meta, they can't play aggressive. They can't get a kill. Once meta is up, Gabby will be able to farm, put some pressure on the heroes.
It's not the best lane so far for TnC bottom. Where are their, like, where they're at right now, is this okay for them? Is this enough to what they're getting? Or is it really starting to favor T1?
Once the meta is gone, Gabby needs to be in the jungle. Like, there's just going to be too much pressure when he's in melee mode. Beastmaster getting closer to level 6. Possible rotations from your mid laner. Pagna trying to put some more pressure on a mid tower. You ask, like, what's the situation like for them? Top lane's going well. Underworld getting a lot of free farm. DB's still doing okay, but I just don't think he should be in the lane anymore. Just go back to the jungle.
And be careful about their mid too. Carl's putting the pressure on. Another blast, just knocking out so much health on the opportunity to do so. If you lose that mid tier 1 quickly, it opens up the map for T1. See already some wards around the jungle. Zephyr picking
top tower
another.
is under attack.
Keep that vision, do what he can. Far so good for both teams.
Radiant are scanning.
But you need to be very
Dire's top tower
on
is under
Gabby. If he
attack.
gets caught out again, that could be a big problem. And
Has
already
1 point in
he's
Sunder
coming in.
available, but he's just gonna die. That's why I said he needs to be in the jungle. It's type of T1 did in a game with the Raid King, where they just DP from the top lane, put the pressure on the enemy's safe lane. Kind of standard stuff. I saw Gabby going to the jungle, then going back to the lane, a greedy. Okay, mid lane, Sam's just gonna drop Carl with the full combo on him. 5-0, man. TnC, they're kind of weak in the lane stage. Like, decision making, what needs to be done is still not, like, top notch.
Radiant structures are fortified.
They kind of floundered in the laning. It's been a bit of a struggle. Carl gets smoked before he makes the move up towards top. He's also as well, life drain onto the Underlord. He stuns and kills. Carl with another one. He is making his presence felt, and from an even game to a 2K lead. But here comes TnC. Stick with Carl for a sip of the silence with the Phantom's embrace of Whitemon. He this Pugna alive.
Hope it was worth it.
For the first kill for TnC. They'll also get the top lane, but they don't get the Pugna, which is what they really, really wanted. So T1 are happy to give up. Blow up, Cat.
You
Wow. And Gap is not having a game. Already died 3 times.
Your
Not
failure
on a
on.
team. It's just being at the wrong place at the wrong time. Should have been in a triangle instead. Maybe send Illusion, try to get last hit with Amber, puts the pressure. Amber's the guy that can't really be caught by their heroes. But they use the silence, they already killed Grimstroke. DB once again
Armor. And they save this Ember. So far, so good in this situation. But do they come back and get any kills at this? Becomes a Thunderstruck. Carl comes back, not really that close. And Armel just blows up. Tries to get something, but they're playing with fire, and well, his fire goes. This is 8-1, and complete and utter devastation right now.
TB has what the Phantomus has to have at the moment, so just full Battle Fury on a Phantom Assassin while your TB has a Falcon Blade.
Really not.
Can't really compare these two events.
Yeah, it's not even close. It's night and day at the point where the PA is 1100 gold and it's just such a big bump since it felt like it was kind of close, and then they came out of it. He's like, no, it's for Armel again. He seems a little lost from the, all the pressure that's coming in.
A little. He can't catch a break.
He needs a map, right? The way to find his path back into the. Do what he can. He's got 800 gold just to save.
And that's 11 Battle Fury Magic Wand Phantom Assassin. Wow. So pretty good at the ancient decks so far. Should be alright. They were more focusing on the lane from T1.
TnC.
Dire's top
Maybe
tower is under
they
attack.
even get this kill. Free that used Armor. DP, both top and the outpost, both stopped. Actually, a spree that goes to Armel. And they are pressuring the tier 2 tower
Dire's
with
top
these
tower
creeps, but
is
not
under
adding
attack.
to the raise.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
With the last upcoming, I'll do it. It seems like no hero on TnC can serve up.
There's so much damage coming out from Pugna. T1 use their advantage, what they have right now. The heroes really, really strong. Like each mechanic against Mango is gonna be great. Against the Ember Spirit, Gabby, the triangle, they know which one is real.
Dire's top tower
Raise
is
on
under
the
attack.
run, back to 4
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Sunder is Zephyr. He'll survive this one. Try to get rich. Just want to ratchet on it. This is a big forward. Armel. The couple Zephyr prime orders used on the here. He's fought away from his
Game now. They fought, but they still get a kill on the Fairy, so that's okay-ish. Lost a bit of a advantage that they had. Dream was a break. Plus Pugna's the grip. Such a strong combination. Reason why we see mid strokes go for that. If you kill Blade, you can attack the Phantom. So you can get rid of that at the end. Get that high ramp damage.
It's a decent fight for TnC. They do Savvy. Would have been nice if they lost nothing, but Savvy stays alive. Ember helps a couple of kills. They bump that worth a little bit. They're back in.
Problem
Still need
is,
a lot of time though.
Jackie's untouched. He's just King Junk right now.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Not being contested at all. And okay. Being bombs. Pretty game for Assassin.
This might help though. Radovate for the order down. This is a good control if you can keep them there. Manta be pushed by the tech blade. Has himself a bounce. Okay.
Tower defense is pretty good. Just a combination of TnC's heroes. You have Mallet, you have kinetic field, like Firestorm alone can deal the most damage in a team fight if they use. And you also want to max out the. You want to max out the flame first, then 4 points in kinetic field. I want to see Mallet maxed out straight away.
Once you get the product to
Dire are scanning.
integration up there and work with Radovate to see smoked up and around.
Radiant are
Need
scanning.
to take. Assassin, Remnant. And the PA blink. Cover the kind of Remnant. Finally, something going against the big like that.
Time to DB to be trolling the part of the jungle. Right on the Phantom Assassin. I'm a bit worried about Roche, where T1 gets or 2 transition that into Roche. PA picks it up. They can snowball. A lot of damage on the top. He's mastered through book 3, about to be finished. And the PA, yeah, he's going into death, so it seems.
The Desto out team for the ground. Half of an Dior finishing if he's finished.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Close.
No. Scratch. Is the scratch. It's gonna be a save.
Yeah, just needs it to roll the violence here.
Seagull.
Radiant's
Mixing
bottom
things
tower
out.
is under attack.
You're
Dire's middle tower is
good,
under
you're playing
attack.
fine and
Radiant structures
decide
are
what you want to
fortified.
go for. I still prefer if he gets 1 point in front, so you need 3 hits and then max out the install. Yeah, needs more defense is pretty good. Just Fog Storm, a lot of mist, so something T1 needs to be careful about. And TnC, they're recovering. Like,
Yeah.
you can see the gold advantage. At one point it was 4k, now it's down to 1.
For my coffers.
Keep it changing.
He recovers. He seems that where it gets such like early. We see this kind of a lot. Just having an entertaining phase. Allowed to recover. I say allowed because it's like these teams just kind of put their pressure elsewhere. Then the other position one ends up having time to farm.
Makes mistake, down the wards, if the carry can farm, you know, he's had a lot of trouble in the lane state, try to secure a triangle. 1, 2 of your sensors in the triangle. Want to see an observer. They're not offering that out.
Invisibility.
That's close.
That's
The one.
all the damage. Budget E-block build. You the Grimstroke. Figure out to farm that to blade.
So now it's no
Next.
I'm really unsure about how much fun they buy back on the angle here, they lose themselves with a rupture. Effort cost means right click Abby.
And there's not enough damage. TnC to go inside. But there is enough damage to try to take 1 step from mid lane. T1. Yeah, it's just
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
still Angleer's D-back.
We'll hear it. Hopefully.
Needs to do something for the buyback, but as we can hear it, after buyback, you're to do many stuff. So
That's 1,700 gold. Looking for what, the bullet batteries?
Most likely, yeah. Just a
Radiant are
shenanigan
scanning.
initiate. Like, you don't get that. Or, yeah, mid laners, okay, just try to pick up with the syringe.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
To find the stroke boss and the crystal maiden, take them out. Also, to have 1/4
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
scored a lot against the syringe chains where they try to focus. Malice sort of push them out.
Dire's
Focus.
bottom tower is under attack.
Coming. PTP. Too late. And he's still working on stuff. He's doing a good job. He's one components of away there.
I think this his build could be Scotty. You have that something and then to the BKB. We'll see how it will work out for him. Does that for a very long time, so should be okay. Get Scotty on tank up yourself and the illusion.
Tango, gotta remember to fall back. Feel the damage is gone for 7. Definitely going to get out. Some of that Jack got killed the disruptor pretty easily prior to that. Now go approach to Jack working. They can pick that up though.
Radiant's
Did
top
enough
tower
damage. They know Mango does not have a buyback. This is their team fight. Minus up from the Beastmaster or Roshan dies in 15 seconds.
Roshan has fallen to the dark.
First T1 contest there from TnC, as you know. The Terrorblade is looking for the Scotty items, so they feel confident enough to fight. It's very tough for TnC still. They're waiting for their human to finally be able to keep up with this one. I want to compete against them. This road trip as a damn even further.
Now T1 needs to start putting some more it's available. There's stun. Great combination with the stroke. Just want to get a blink dagger from just to be able to execute a combo much easier. Still long until he can farm that Phantom Assassin working towards after EKB is done. Needs to use the
coming out.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Specifically for Jack. Handle this. The tier 2 tripping pretty easily. Again,
Radiant
you don't want to
structures
fuck
are
to this agent.
fortified.
People we maneuver themselves around the map. We get that study.
Radiant's
to a
bottom
point
tower
where
is under
they-
attack.
one is
Radiant's
best
bottom
defense.
tower has fallen.
I
Dire's
think
top
one
tower
stopping
is under
stand
attack.
they have so much advantage. That's fine, okay, but I feel like it's much okay.
Dire's structures are
There's no
fortified.
natural
Radiant's bottom
that
tower
block
is under
eight
attack.
disarm, but I can keep him safe and healthy. He dealt almost 1,000 damage to the tower.
Dire's top tower is
Actually
under
more,
attack.
but yeah. TB still trying to farm up, getting closer to his Scotty.
Broken. Forward on this. Them. Leashes up to the Underlord. Don't
Dire's
get
top
that
tower
kill
is
on
under
the
attack.
Jacket. All that used and don't even pop the Aegis.
They're just buying time. TB. T1 we're respecting the firestorm damage that's coming up from it. Bit of malice, test out of 8. A lot of circles to keep them in place while firestorm deals the damage with the chains. Could set things up so they still feel comfortable going high ground right away. Afraid of the buybacks. Pango the leader doesn't have blink dagger either. Pango very poor.
He really hasn't much. You can see where it is. Turn of well behind. It's pretty crazy how much farm this Zephyr Crystal Maiden has acquired, going for the BKB. About 2,500 gold around that.
Oh, good timing from T1. Good people to get back their outpost. Should catch at least one.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
And Bebby earned. Okay. No, Gabby and KB will Dark Rift away.
Okay, so Bar also has a Force Staff. I can understand why you want to have that then when you're playing against the Underlord. Try to push someone out. The Dark Rift could be pretty big play.
High IQ play if we get to see it. I don't know if I've seen many success.
This'll come in handy.
Oh, you have to try.
So tough timing to get it right. Knowing where somebody's going to be in. I think from TnC, because they were hugging EP as tight as they could. Going to stay in the center of that circle. So, terribly going MTV Ags. I'm a big Ag fan on TV. I think that fear is good, especially also the 10 seconds of metamorphosis you
Dire's
get
top
with it too.
tower is under attack.
It's a great Ags up
Radiant's
there.
middle tower is under attack.
Needs MVP before that to be able to kill the evasion from Phantom Assassin. Look at the damage, and it just changed.
Dire's top tower
Their
is
strike
under
is
attack.
maxed out.
Is going to be
Dire's
requested
top tower
8
has
seconds.
fallen.
Be careful of the timings for this.
Firestorm is such an awesome
Radiant's
spell if
bottom
you have
tower
any kind
is
of
under
set,
attack.
and the stuff they do change. You can actually also keep up the Road of Veritas for himself.
On top, got Armel pressuring. The tier 3 takes 30 damage, but he is knocking on the door, making T1 aware.
I don't think I've ever seen similar item build from an Underlord. Usually want to have the top. Very limited on the armor. Like if he go for that ghoster, you're just thinking about get down allies. So at low sword would be much better. Let's see, Primal Roar, move to the Cripify, against the Soulbind.
It's a good pickup there. I like that neutral item. Jackie moved over. They got a Paladin Sword, Orbit Destruction for TnC. And sorry, on the MKB. He's got the Demon Edge. Enough for the Javelin. So just the 1,600 more gold. And I at least think TnC can certainly hold their high ground.
They sure can. With the buybacks, with the Firestorm, bit of Malice, one of the best defense in the game. What T1 is trying to do, possibly get a pick up, wait for a second. They are square control on the map with the cogs, with the division coming up from the next units. Double damage. Hoping that for Phantom Assassin. They even gave her a
Radiant
bottle.
are scanning.
Which a broke thing to do.
Yeah, good lift. Pretty fair. In a bad spot, maybe black some Jack.
I gotta take care of Rose.
Top lane, 10 times. Rolling Thunder. Or would tip him. Push to his name. Oh god, the Ashes with his up dash. Jackie just rips through the Underlord. Watching KP a bit of sleep at the wheel. And they get the kill onto the Underlord mid for 40 seconds
Radiant's
with
top
Rouge
tower
potentially
is under
spawning in
attack.
30.
Radiant
MTB
structures
finished in
are
500
fortified.
gold. Gabby, he needs to get there. And then maybe they can fight into this. But for now, T1, it feels like they control their own destiny at the moment.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
That's why I said the Lord is really tanky. We can see it was the full damage Phantom Assassin as in 3-4 hits. That's why I would love Lotus Sword, something that gives you armor. The other Tempter just gives you 5 stacks of soul. It does a difference. The cost of these 2 items, but for a reason.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
KB's getting
Dire's
over to Gabby.
structures are
Ag's
fortified.
next. T1 goes down. T1 putting the pressure on him to the tier 2.
Radiant's top
Cuckoo
tower is under attack.
he's got
Radiant
as well
structures
as
are
the Necro
fortified.
3.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
Jackie's waiting here for an opportunity, trying
Radiant's
to
top
stop this
tower
ability.
is under attack.
Really
Dire's
quite farm.
structures are fortified.
TV has kept up since being able to cover after the early game.
He didn't die
Radiant's
for the
top
20
tower
minutes.
has fallen.
Yeah.
These are just deaths from the stage, those 3. And now he keeps farm, so 1 just playing it safe. Waits for Pro to respawn. There's Disruptor Courier
Dire's
inside a
bottom
pit. There's
tower
also
is
a
under
Hawk,
attack.
so they will see
Radiant's
the
top
scouts
tower
out
is under
when it
attack.
spawns. So TnC uses smoke because they don't know the timer on the road. They don't know if it's up or not.
Dagger on Illusion, critting for 1300. One
Dire's bottom
dagger
tower
and
is under
I'm
attack.
dead. See if that phrase does hold true.
Dire are scanning.
Missed. Oh, it
Dire's bottom
the middle
tower
lane,
is
but
under
it hasn't
attack.
exactly put them next to the
Radiant's
Roach Pit or
top
into
tower
a
is
fight
under
just
attack.
yet. And there's a smoke from T1. They're doing the same exact
Dire's
thing from the
bottom
other
tower
side.
is under
Carl
attack.
gets spotted by the
Dire's
Illusion.
has been
Let's see if they jump both. They do.
Radiant's
KP
top
for half the
tower is under
day.
attack.
Oh, Jackie with damage. Didn't even need the blade for that.
It's just too much damage.
Yeah.
He is not tanky at all. Has buyback available. He also they're landed with very weird, and so Jackie
One
is just
shot.
ripping them apart right now.
It's never fun playing under 4 weeks. The Venom Assassin is kind of alive. Get down in the Venom Works. Got the stun on the no buyback. Double defense. Keeps Cuckoo alive. Flash Cuckoo. And then B from effort. They all need.
And that's
Roach
a
up in a
great
second.
respawn time for TnC. Just sim.
Got it.
Bang down. 2 buy. So they were waiting for that. Phantom test. I just can't. 2 heroes. We can take the 3 spot. No up. This in. A bit. But is a hero that is transformation. Usually you don't do the transformation here. It's fun. Deals right with the protection, slow them down. No.
Exactly. BKBX, not the ads.
I kind of like that more.
Yeah.
BKB safer allows you to just in the ground. You have one defensive tool, spam stuff, you can get rid of it. Phantom, kill him fast enough. The is pretty much like this problem.
Still just like ads though.
Sure. It's a
Yeah. I think that's Metamorphosis is still I think some teams kind of like
no boost at rush, right?
you might get for it. I was gonna sometimes like it's like that first fight where Jug has ads if you haven't shot him slash you think he's on me. Like he uses
You really you know, it's not the
Yeah.
it's long.
you get bait by that. Potentially the second Metamorphosis bait you as well.
Not sure what each lens is. Creating strange on the Baby,
They ignore the pick.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
one where they playing it. Okay, I understand they used buyback. If they can somehow kill the unlocked, that would be pretty big, and I feel T1 could solve. They managed on the road 4 versus 5, though there's still ages on T, but that fight. It just feels very strong, but they're also respecting which coming out of the blow.
Damage certainly felt. Jack, you could in that without looking up age of TnC. The KB now down for Assassin, about to pick that.
That's mostly when I give the spelling things, not the refresh. Please.
This is
Mechanic.
Bounty.
From angle reflection, a lot of value from that. Blow. It's really. The hell. I don't know.
Sure. Also, opportunities to do more than one. The second he did PA and rush. Guys, I'm dead. But this is my game, right? But as it's great with an underarmed 5, I'm a sad. Is pretty far ahead.
Jeez, man. The so as a BKB. And to mention, Walker Blade, I don't know if Blade already in the back.
Face the back. When we get more backpacks.
He's pretty. Remember what we could use for neutral on
Dire's
them?
middle tower is under attack. Are scanning. Dire's structures are fortified.
They don't go to your core. Fun via the core. One coming down. Still working on the tower.
Dire's
They'll
middle
go.
tower has fallen.
Support can't really you have observer bomb sent toward slot. They were not combined. Then you need to have possibly the magic like this life.
Walk up lane. Always. In the snow. Gotta remember that. 3, 2.
Like that's relevant for games. You just give it to another low. Longer duration, longer of 8. How on the other side, automatic damage coming up. Longer to 5. Just feels good.
I'm short. Telescope and an X again from Beastmaster.
Beastmaster actually so good.
He's got 50
value from the Brimstone.
Yeah. Slow blind items. From the crystal. But that's now who comes in, right? Pango and Beastmaster to the board, like, and 2 still hates.
Yeah, they're very close. The big difference is the structure being a re-4. Chris made it 3,000 gold. It's like 1 ahead of Bengal. Yeah, it's coming out.
Going into shot. We're gonna roll up. Blue after TB. Damage bottle to go to bed. There's the rounding forward, so 50 chains come from my Jack. We're going to use the KB. It's about to run out in just a sec. We're going to give it. It's normal, baby. And get out. Baby!
Baby's like, man, why is this happening to me? Well, I'm not supposed to. EP double damage. What is that? It's on the hero. Do that.
Feels like I'm finally to survive a fight. And just look. Why don't you just get cleaved? Rough.
Damn. Fuck.
That worked.
When this relic actually extra 50 then spell
Dire's
damage,
top
the
tower
crypt
is
of
under
Mike,
attack.
they gonna come.
There's a Grimstroke 18. That extra soul. AP again.
Time I saw you, I knew where you were headed.
Man, he feels like
Amazing what you'll find.
he
laying
cannot
around.
survive many of these. Zephyr going for mountain zone.
He wants hard. He wants that, yeah, and they get him. So,
Dragon 5.
well, Sen didn't go for a ton of magic. Made not a single like eagle defensive tank. Yeah, I am. No corruption, playing the casual play that he has right now. But you get from this heat plans, to be honest.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Interesting.
Your effect the base with instruments, use a bit of malice,
Dire's bottom
storm
tower
from
is
far
under
away.
attack.
Then you get some from the meta, but the base and then I wish something else.
Yeah, it just does not go survivable in actions like a major. And soaking it doesn't mean he survives it. And many times we've seen him dying to check from just dash or crits.
At least he did go for that ghost after notice over bounce back the spells. Approach on really quick. It's his refresher and agent force.
This is on rolling thunder. They need to check. Armel needs to go. Oh,
Roshan has
just
fallen to
for
the dark.
free. Refresh for Cuckoo, he'll pop and they just get that for free. I'm surprised that TnC just let that go.
John,
Oh, Gabby so
we've seen fun interactions yesterday in Chinese. Just
Radiant structures are
I
fortified.
mean, yeah, it thanks you always wrong way to work. It's really good moving. Slow silences. Most likely, you just wanna the dodge combo from Pogna with the Pogna hit
Dire's
level
bottom
25.
tower
So
is under
never
attack.
blast damage brings the full 500.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
For
a little while.
20 minutes, right?
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
You know, one hero died. The
Assassin.
yeah, maybe died. They wanted to die. Just
Dire's bottom tower
Yeah,
is under
you-
attack.
They're standing too close. Bottom two. We're getting hit by these again from Canadian South. Searing depth up BKB, but there's the Abyssal.
yeah, he's like, I'm getting the same. You know, she caused a lot
Radiant's
of
middle
issues.
tower is under
A lot
attack.
of pain. Laning stage. I'm coming back to her. I see harass. So able to tank up the illusion.
Fast range disruptor. You think relief that maybe, just maybe, he still for back and not die. But here's hoping.
One can
Fingers
only
crossed.
hope. Assassin. Double damage. A bottle.
AP is coming in and gets the finish. Jack off. No.
What is this damage from Hammer?
On at the spot, BK, but he got the going for the kill on it. Jackie will advance away. Rolling under his arm for the gaming. He's going to chase, find a target here. That extortion. Jackie! Get it up! Gabby got the kill! Oh, now, God, hit it both BKB. That's actually the guitar. Right? Gabby! Nobody is terrible! It's in!
Just something extra.
Oh, man. Pass from things. For the high. Probably it's actually thing. Assassin's doesn't feel.
No. It's just.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Both the Pug as well as the Beastmaster. Turbo's got shot a little bird with. Staying off the TV. We're falling. They're gonna go over the TV. And then Gabby's gone.
That's the combo. Like double roar, double gripify, double big axe afterwards. Like how Jackie was, you know, I'm good at buying. One of the reasons why I'm buying is because I don't have enough gold. I'm just watching my team. Rest.
Brilliant view.
Carry who needs them. The Phantom is having to get those
Amazing
kills.
what you'll find laying around.
He's gonna be still hard queued up, but probably thinking
Precious
it's a
bump.
better choice. They're gonna keep me alive. A Lotus Orb, not done. I would love to see Sphere, possibly one more.
Watch
maybe.
this again.
Yeah, just
Phantom's
some
embrace
sick
attacks.
amount of damage.
Double life drain. And then just blown up by another blast. I don't want to buy back on this team. Do have their storm from a distance, keeping them from going out of the high ground. Phantom Assassin shows
Radiant's bottom
Jack
tower
needs
is
to be
under attack.
very, very careful as we've seen him fail multiple times. And I think
Radiant's
TnC should
bottom
be willing to give up at least the set. It's pretty difficult to want to take it. The disarm, their Predator, with the Predator, gonna fall up again.
Radiant's bottom barracks are under attack.
And fucking your TnC fan. Okay, you find out after 2 cores. That need buyback coming in next.
So BB is committing, going for the hard tank up, have some kind of vision, and to get the like if it was the old patch, side tank would just be gave that resistance. Now it doesn't anymore. And the new heart feels better and piece, but most of the time heart feels good. There's so done. If we manage to bounce back like a roar and possibly a soul bind, that would be big.
They have a Hex Master. Oh no. Oh no.
Double damage.
Hex on Soul and Hex could be a big problem. Let's see. But we'll see. Roche, minimum respawn. Level 25 for Turboblade. Level 25 really around quite a lot of these heroes. Anchor, TB, Tango. They hit it. Both Crystal and Beastmaster. And Zephyr is super. I can say it up, and they're going for another Hex. They're going for a 3rd Hex.
So you know you're gonna get 2 hexes, 1 reach. Level 3 is 8 seconds. You might actually, you know, just disable 2 heroes for a very long time.
On get the spot here though. I don't know. Actually, if I get spot here, he's been hexed. The Phantom's in kill off to the Emperor. Hit by back in the last fight. Still at it, but that is great pick for 1.
Okay, lead for them doesn't mean anything at this point. Roche may report in 40 seconds. I need to no, I need to stop playing into TB. He's just dismantling inside the buff. AC, which could fire, you know, against the reflection.
Dire
He just
are
popped.
scanning.
And they have minus armor, so that bit of a beta.
Radiant's bottom
the-
barracks are under
I
attack.
give her some extra survival.
We'll see. The fast for the PH. We'll see how comfortable they are fighting Roche. Minimum respawn time
come in
is
handy.
up. It should be a quicker Roche. As we see, we're already a fifth of the way there, so it is quick one pitch will be a fight. Fourth Roche, Aegis Cheese, first act, TV. That axe now you can just pick it up, be forcing to get the kill on the Roche, and he's got it up here still, so an opportunity
are scanning.
for Gabby to send that money elsewhere. Ooh, go out here, built by the Ember. Go out here.
You call it whatever you want, my friend. And what? What? Is he going late? Maybe.
Radiant's
they-
bottom barracks are
or-
under attack.
I have a lot of Arc Warden players in I'm just really not convinced about it. Where it's
Radiant's
just
bottom barracks
well,
has fallen.
you can get XP and do the double builder in the fights feels much better. So the Arc Warden
For the Emperor,
for the Emperor,
okay.
maybe keep people in place. There are PTBs, but people inside Firestorm put them in place so maybe he can deal damage. Still think there's a better choice if you want to go. You can upgrade your Axe Scepter, see how they're gonna go out. Maybe you need a bit more. Get Tailless, possibly get Eon Disc so you can still just get bursted even though you have a Lincoln Sphere, but would suffer a bit more damage and doesn't provide that much damage.
right. Sending for creeps in. Oh, just the scout is over there. Smoke you by TnC. And they're up here on high ground. T1 needing to make something happen. Let me take a look out Roche on the side of TnC to even try to sneak this smoke. Inviches, they've got armor coming back. Just
Something we didn't talk about is the Pogna family relic. The critical maiden is the ceremonial robes, lowering status resist by 10 in magic. But this is gonna last for 40 seconds. It's pretty big. These status is minus.
This will be there for Pango here. Maybe these here are going to be very difficult. X's seem like control. What do you do? Get hacked up.
Stroke building towards the Aghanim Scepter, that's one. Okay, that item against the TB. Like, you have illusion deals 150% of damage. Magic immune. Sounds good. And you can make two of those. Like TB +1 with the soul button.
Well, portrait. He's almost got it. Only 1,000 gold away. And again, Max Pulsing is going to drop on the next road if he does finally take it. Both teams getting a bit of a mate as they don't feel comfortable, but as I say, the one this time, they smoke. Try and make something happen. They're going the wrong direction right now. Might be able to wrap all the way around and find from the
Dire are
back.
scanning.
We're in the trees for TnC now in the river. There's an arcane right there.
I run the advantage for T1.
Back the soul down. I think I got reflected. Got the soul went on for both. The underworld getting to go to LPA. in the stick. Has 5 hours. He uses it. Carl on the one. For the Ember, they'll take out Carl. Jackie Khan, there should be Roach to the side of the weekends. They're trying to use the grid throw. It's now, but it's not going to be enough to spot. We can be popping on the top. And ooh, get that going on the grid stroke. 3 heroes got off the side of the line. Here comes the
that Aegis, because he just bought and Gabby. He hasn't much to actually bite it. I think you gave this disruptor. He's far from, but I feel like it's pretty big. Bandolier. Where's that axe? On the ground. Come on. Becky, pick it up. Abby.
Mango took it. Not positions.
I mean, Bash is fun, you know, during the rolling, but it's much easier to set things up with the static sword active. It's also not like going for it to be greedy enough, I would say.
Yeah.
My guy.
And no about BKB runs away. They found the lead on the terrible but there's the primal work coming in. As they're roll in from Tens first to his own. There's the freeze field as well. BKB, they go to again. The Abyss away, they get by immediately. There's the
Radiant's middle tower.
5-star boom.
Yeah, keep from T1. Now we have Cheese. Who's holding the refresh? TB is? Okay.
And there's quite here. So let's look at this again. Zephyr goes immediately hit that bit. No way to get the full freezing field up. It was the right thought. Just not gonna happen. Really tough. Going in right next to the TB. Who can stop it? That so immediately.
If I was a Grimstroke here, I would just sell Magic Wand, sell a Force Stack, and buy Aghanim Scepter.
Dark Port.
Everything except the Black and that Dark Port.
Dire are scanning.
Item recommendations. Actually, I don't know if that showed up on your screen.
Yeah, it did. It did. Not sure how is that possible.
Ooh, Divine Reap here for the Venom Assassin. 3 straight games with Divine Reap.
So far, for those people who just do it in, Assassin lost the whole game so far.
Fine to break the curse. Not turn into Spectre. Can't break that curse. Wicker, he built the Pangolier. How this will conclude potentially soon, because it's actually the point of the game. We're right up lives.
Can't believe this.
Time to talk about it.
Game has been going on for 57 minutes. It's the meta. That range.
For the Crystal Maiden. Now look at the range coming
Flicker.
in. Life
Nice.
Drain. Flicker. Putting him in a better position. Having better luck right now than Erica did
Available
yesterday.
again.
Flicker. Still not hurting him.
Radiant's middle
Risky
tower.
game. You pull too many times, you're going to get burned eventually. Got the head. Now Jackie jumping. They got to run through the fans. They got the priority. Bounce back onto the Beastmaster. They got the Chrono Gabby. He's 87 seconds without 5 back. Static Squad is down. That's up for a couple of heroes. They don't follow it up.
Dire's middle barracks.
Oh, Agna with the saves. I think she would live anyway, but man, that Firestorm damage is insane. And now, the Lord, 25, Timeless Relic.
I know nobody's taking that Divine Rapier, but
The Malice, like, it's just insane. Stable duration 2.45, and then you add Timeless Relic on top of that. You're almost perma-rooted.
Radiant are scanning.
Gabby
needs to be careful.
Yeah, hexed, stunned, and then just the damage coming in. Bounce back to have Primal Roar. Maiden dropping Thunder Strike, Fire Storm, Static Storm, or Thunder Strike, not Thunder Storm. Back up to Crew, gets the best from the Swashbuckle, but hex up the Ember, the Lotus Orb, and now Venom's Embrace. Oh god, Jackie just rips through both baby, and KP.
He's still chasing, does not have a vision. How are we buyback wise? DB has one, he does not want to use it, of course, because about respawn. Ember doesn't have one, so you should be very careful. Still ages for another 20 seconds. Man, this game could go either way. Like, doesn't matter, the
Tier
network
5s.
lead, and finally, Grimstroke finds that goal. It's the
Hardcore.
Scepter, and also hits level 25, Inkswell Radius. We're actually getting close to level 30 on some heroes. Phantom Assassin, very close. How's Pugna doing? Level 8.
Core, another Divine queued up for the Phantom Assassin. You've got 29 for the Ember, 28 for the TB. Let's see. It's time to play the lottery. Tier 5 time.
Let's go.
Merit Shield, that you're already winning.
Is that cheating?
Maybe.
16 stats and Ballista. They don't have the good hero to carry Ballista. They're like, man, we should get a Drow Ranger or a Sniper. Mirror Shield.
Do they get Ballista? That would be
dope.
a big one. They're hoping. Both teams are searching. They get the bounty runes, picking those up. That gold under their belt, holding these buybacks, looking, searching, trying to get something to drop.
You need to be very careful how you're using your spells. There's like Lincoln Sphere, Lotus Orb, Mirror Shield available on the Ember Spirit.
Oh,
Deso too.
Desolator.
All right, she'll take that one. It actually stacks with the Deso, which is pretty insane.
Wait, that is T1. I know Ballista doesn't work for the team. That's always like, that's a good one. I like. And Force Boots. See, like, you know, that or Stygian Desolator. If you like Book of the Dead.
So he decides to get the Force Boots. It's also a Dispel, which is nice. Double the cooldown of Afflict. It's still okay-ish. Book of the Dead. I just feel like that item is a bit underwhelming. Oh, that's a good one.
That is like fine.
Like, you can just initiate with the Fallen Sky. Let's see who's gonna take that one. I guess you just give it to Fango. He's holding a Stormcrafter for now.
You'd expect it, right? He's still holding that Stormcrafter, though. Mirror Shield for the Pugna. Minotaur Horn with the BKB available for the Beastmaster. Divine, or a second one built for the Phantom Assassin.
2 tier 5 items on side of T1, I think.
They got Ballista.
Oh, they got Ballista.
And Mirror.
Yeah, no
There's
one
a
wants
Fallen
that
Sky.
Ballista. Not much use of the item.
Radiant will take it. Somebody wants.
Yeah, Pango has the Fallen Sky, one of the coolest items in the game for sure.
You think so?
Yeah, just, you know, having an ability to transform into Meteor.
It was pretty cool. Stifling daggers coming out and just obliterating creep waves. Creeps around the world have shut
Dire's
the
bottom
fear.
tower is
Wind
under
Waker
attack.
almost for the Pangolier. That is a lot of gold saved up. He doesn't have fuels already. He's building the whole thing.
Straight into it.
Yeah. 1,000 gold till the double divine from the Phantom Assassin, who is now level 30. All towns, they have been unlocked. Ember's almost at 30.
Underlord's going for E-Blade. I don't think you can use E-Blade successfully enough. Maybe after PA uses a BKB, then he uses Honor, but it's gonna be tough. I would prefer to make a fight.
There they go. They're going for the Terror Blade. They're trying to get the... Oh, Gabby blown up. Tim's with the rolling thunder. They've got the life drain onto the Ember. All they got so far is Gabby. They're trying to dark wave the way. Thinking about going out of this one. Tim's comes in with the rolling thunder, and they're gone.
So TB gone. Still has buyback, of course. Didn't use it for a very long time.
Probably got nothing off.
Now, he also bought the Shard upgrade, Demon Seal, which gives, it gives him more move speed and more attack speed.
Oh, another Roche. This is really good for T1. Next blessing.
Next blessing. Maybe you give it Pugna. Pugna's taking it. Crystal Maiden wouldn't be too bad of a choice.
No, now you get the shard, and then the ultimate suck is possible.
I don't think the shard doesn't feel that
here.
great.
Giant's ring.
There's the one.
Ooh.
You give it to Beastmaster, I think.
Just taking the Giant's ring. There it is. Look how big Beastmaster is. Really does look like a beast now.
Very balanced. Look at him walking over the cliffs. Not sure why that is a thing, but okay.
Just gonna say T1 really made out well with their tier 5s.
Because they found Ballista, they're like, what do we need? Okay, Giant String, we'll take that one.
Yeah. Asked their local fortune teller what they'd get, and they got Giant String. Well, roll the dice.
We didn't mention Shard upgrade on the Beastmaster, which is a cool one. Not because of the dive, but because you can
Control your
micro your Hawk, so that's a pretty big deal.
Disruptor's getting close to 25. There's the Wind Waker. Maybe save the TB.
Radiant are scanning.
You know, the point of contention. That's what you want to be saving. Even with all that, the Ag's Blessing and the Roche Taken and everything, TnC are still holding a lead. And by the way, it seems like TB's been 28 forever.
Yeah, he's just farming with the illusions, not too much XP. Shard also on Disruptor. Thunderstrike can be cast on allies, also gives move speed and 75 attack speed. So you want to pop everything on TB. Like, look at him go.
Pretty far forward. Hit the Malice. If you're behind, needs to be careful. Get spotted. Take out those necro creeps by T1. They're nearby. Throw those axes. Spot the illusion. Cuckoo just Giant's ring. Free movement. Very.
Look at this reflection.
Reflection.
Yeah. I don't know that's a thing, but apparently it is.
It would have been funnier if it was normal size. Use this Hawk, they're gonna get and they'll see the entire side of TnC. So an opportunity for T1 to really jump the high ground and surprise them. Spread out. Aki just invis sight daggers come in, so they know exactly where he is. Gappy over to the side. Firestorm to keep T1 away. They're trying their darnest to wait out his buybacks. Everybody but Pango and Grimstroke.
At this point, Firestorm deals a ton of damage. You just need to survive through initial burst. Keep them in place. Use it multiple times. There's one Eon Disc on the Underlord, one on the Disruptor, and one on Pangoliers. 3 Eon Discs. Let's see how many do they have from Pugna. And that's pretty much it on the dire side.
This is another one of those games where I just think on the Disrupt makes such a big difference.
It's a huge difference. Like, that's just me. I'd still Glimmer Cape by Active Scepter straight away. I can understand that he's holding a buyback right now.
Got Refresher. If you can get both down, you're doing so much fight.
You know, ignoring the items, you can't pop a BMP, you can't hex.
Firestorm on top of both of those, or on top of one, like...
he's getting the gold with the Book of the Dead.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool. Has almost enough.
Comes through. Inkswell. This pop, they've got the Static Storm. JKB that gets hot. Jesus, you're trying to go after Jackie with the Rolling Thunder. BKB's going to last on Jackie. They've got him onto the pin of Alpha. He's going to be used. So can they get a second Joanna? Like Cuckoo, who's on the hex onto him. Fucking me up. Coming down to they got the Divine Radiant. Comes up on the deck. They get off. They will go over Cuckoo with the BKB. He's trying to run, but he's has something killed. 3 heroes got on the side of T1. The only one to get away are Grimstroke and this Crystal Maiden. And they ball back on the Ember just like that. TnC, they're control of the game and looking like they might be able to pull out the series.
So TB is holding the Divine Rapier. He says, screw Monkey King Bard. I'm gonna have True Strike coming on from that Divine Rapier. Phantom Assassin has enough gold to actually buy the Divine Rapier. Yeah, it's there. Not sure if he has enough money to actually buy Rapier and the buyback. At this point, buybacks are very costly. Let's see the buybacks. I mean, you probably need the buyback here because they will hit your buildings.
Even with Aegis, not able to survive. 2 Phantom Assassin. 5x get used. There's the fear pushing back 2 heroes. Gets that extra 10 seconds for the metamorphosis. Now there's the glyph rolling in front, coming through. Tim's like a train rolling in without the brakes. Swashbuckle away. They've got the Dark Portrait chasing after these heroes. Gabby will work on that. Ash will take care of it pretty easily. 22 seconds until PA is up. Come up and buy the Divine Rapier. BKB and Dark Rift away.
They got the melee barracks, they leave, and gonna set their final down on a disruptor. I believe he used the pressure in this fight. I can't see it. Yeah.
This'll come in handy.
It's a big game change. Casting it, let's say, on a Phantom Assassin, they have no saves besides like a Decrepify, but you know, even if you get a Static Storm off, she can't use a BKB. She's gonna melt the Static Storm and possibly Firestorm.
Precious bounty.
Do you like the kinetic field duration or the glimpse cooldown? Because he took the kinetic field +3, but didn't take the glimpse
for sure.
-8.
Like when you have this ulti, the late game, you don't get that much from glimpse.
Right.
Radiant are
So now, Divine Rapier in the hands of Parablade has those Force Boots. MKB Refresher and bots too. You're 9 slotted on Gabby.
Still have vibe. Like you have a shard, you have Aghanim upgrade.
11 slotted, really?
And actually get one more item that's Moonshot.
Get the full 12, the dozen. They're going to be broke. They'll drop down the 2 mouths. Now look over to the Swashbuckle. That's going to miss. T1 by the skin of their teeth evade TnC.
PA read a Rapier. Man, she deals sick amount of damage, but so does DB at this point.
Yeah, and it's really just been the ability to catch this Phantom Assassin. It's over the glimpse, the Static Storm, and the Abyssal right on top. They've been able to pot it every time the Phantom Assassin at it very quickly in these fights.
Late game Dota is just chaotic. You know, one mistake could make a lot of difference. You know, these items like the Wind Waker can save allies, like new shard upgrades. DB
is under attack.
It's gonna be so much attack speed when he uses Demon Zeal. Disruptor uses Thunderstrike on him, which is a shard upgrade. But Disruptor could start thinking about getting the Aghanim for himself for now, just saving the buyback. His buyback cost is like around 2,000, but should be okay.
TV has 61,000 net worth. That's such a big number. Oh my, get the Moon Shard, please. I want to see
Dire's bottom tower is under
how
attack.
high that number can go.
His buyback is 1,500.
So much. And he's still going to afford the first Hyperstone. He needs. Oh my god. Honestly ridiculous. So we're going to get down to potentially, what?
I stopped counting after 5th, I believe, but yeah, I think this is going to be the 6th row.
And if we don't know how to count, let's blame it on NA, because that's my counting skills. Where they go.
We do.
So, Roche back. T1 postured on this. They need to be careful, though, because see, they're knocking on the door, looking ready to go on the base. You're by Roche, but that's the sound of TnC right by your steps.
At this point of the game, I'd say mega creeps don't matter. Like, you just need to win Rambi 5 in a row.
Emphasis, but the Rampin's still searching, looking, trying to catch this Beastmaster. Sleight of fist, outlanding the coup first. Now they've got the Glut here forcing out the BKB. Can he stop it? Yes, and they'll get the kill on the Beastmaster. He's back 2 minutes with that.
Oh, man, that's not a place to beat. Dooku They needed that roar. They need that second sight. He's also like getting a date, and he doesn't know what to buy anymore.
Out of ideas. And by the way, Pango 30, Ember 30.
Dire's
the way,
bottom
Roach
tower
spawns.
is under attack.
Do they go back and take it?
It's a possibility.
Sorry. Staff, kite.
Dire's bottom
Ember
tower
can
is
still
under
pick it up
attack.
if his buyback is in cooldown. The Abyssal being trying to get into the
Divine Ring Prophet just blocks the game, and now it's looking like the UP come at the end of it. Locked the so far. He's Phantom
There's the
Assassin.
glitch.
Into
She's
it.
dead.
Jackie Josh doesn't have buyback from the buyback. Oh, dear. The shield grab right on top of the group. And it's going to be popped here by Tim's. But gets
That's
back into
game.
the fight.
They have no damage. Speak up. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. Let's see.
Attack. Dire's bottom tower.
Maybe slow this down. Not sure how long they can. It's only 300 gold away for the Phantom Assassin. If they can get something, maybe the buyback will be there. It's not looking likely. There they go after the 2-4-0. Slow Thunderstruck. Team's going in, but who's going to die? Light Breeze. They pop the little kid's calm. The one they jump with the survive. Light Drain still on BKB. On the rock. Fight's not going to be enough. Drain again. Eventually, Pugna makes it back inside the base. KP now run out here.
It's time to hit the thermal. Ignore the heroes. Hit the calm. It's all the illusion. Take the game. There's the victory.
TnC
There it is.
take the game over the line. A very close 75-minute game. Back and forth. It was anybody's game for the last, what, 40 minutes?
Yeah,
It's really
like, I
ridiculous.
can't believe Phantom Assassin does not have a
0 for 3 in
buyback
the
there.
series.
Like, it's a rough one. She was
Yeah.
like 200-300 gold away from the buyback.